Hi guys, welcome to McKola TV. This is the Manchester United against Sampdoria pre-match preview live stream. Yes, I'm late. I apologise, Rajiv. I apologise, Amir, Mahid, Habib, everybody else that has joined us live. I apologise for being late. I am always late, but today it wasn't my fault. I genuinely wasn't my fault. I was doing full-time Devils stuff, wasn't I? I was on Facebook, I was on YouTube, I was on Instagram live with full-time Devils, and now I'm live on youtube.com/Adam McKola with you guys to discuss Manchester United against Sampdoria. And the big team news of the day is Nemanja Matic starts in what looks like a 3-5-2. Now, I say it looks like a 3-5-2. I would have been pretty sure it was a 3-5-2 if MUTV weren't running around saying it's a 4-3-3. MUTV think it's a 4-3-3. But let me read this team to you and you tell me what you think about what this team is in terms of formation. The team, David De Gea, so obviously he's in goal. Lindelof, Smalling, Blind, Valencia, Darmian, Matic, Pogba, Andreas Pereira, Henrik Mkhitaryan and Romelu Lukaku. That's the team. So you tell me what you think that team is. Because that seems to me like it's a back three of Blind, Smalling and Lindelof. Or Blindelof, like I said over on the Facebook on Full-Time Devils. So Blindelof and Smalling in the back three. Valencia and Darmian as the wing backs. Matic, Pereira and Pogba in a midfield three, with Mkhitaryan just playing behind Romelu Lukaku. Now, if you remember away to Burnley last season, we played Rooney with Martial just off him. And now we're playing this again. We've played it a few times. We played Rashford with Lingard just off him against Chelsea. It's been a formation that we've often used at times. Jose Mourinho has been trying out the back five as well. People are saying it's also a 3-1-4-1. But Ben Moorcroft is agreed it's a 3-5-2. So whatever it is, it's a 5/3 at the back, isn't it? It's three centre halves with two wing backs. I think we all kind of agree on that. But the team for you guys that are joining us late: De Gea, Lindelof, Smalling, Blind, Valencia, Darmian, Matic, Pereira, Pogba, Mkhitaryan and Romelu Lukaku. Obviously, a lot of people were saying, is this the team that's going to start against Real Madrid in the Super Cup? Now, a lot of these players could, because it's still a week away. So it's quite a far long time to go until we've got the final. So I don't think Jose Mourinho would have not played the same 11, with a week's gap. But you have to look at this team and think, Ander Herrera would be in this team, wouldn't he, if it was your final team? Ander Herrera would definitely be in it. So, yeah, I think it's close to our strongest team, but I don't think it is our strongest team. Hardest working man at FTD, says Bad Brad. You know, mate. You know. Tony Straker says MUTV don't know shit. And Gang G says he's just subscribed. So thank you for subscribing to Adam McKola TV. Had loads of new subscribers in the last day or two. Thank you all for joining us. Whether you're new or old, thank you for joining us here on Adam McKola TV. You are all appreciated. You are all loved equally. Love you all. Thank you for joining us. As I said, it's United's final pre-season game today as well. Sampdoria against Manchester United. Final game of the summer before we head into the serious stuff. Now, obviously, the UEFA Super Cup final against Real Madrid, if we lose that, then is it that much of a big deal? Probably not. But it is a competitive game, and it's a game that we want to win. I want to get another trophy under our belts, even if it is a Super Cup. So I think we go into it wanting to win, but if we don't win, it's not the end of the world. But this is the last pre-season game. So, yeah. Shubham, thank you for subscribing, mate. Thank you. Blind will be left, not Darmian, says Armia. So he thinks Darmian is going to be centre-half then. Is that what we're saying? Darmian at centre-half and Blind at left wing-back. Because we do know that Blind and Darmian can both play centre-half and left-back. So it is possible, of course. Man like Claudio's in the comment. Martial doing an interview. What a guy says, say helicopter. I can see it on the screen now. I've got MUTV on mute. We're 18 minutes until kickoff now. MUTV is on mute, so I will see when the players are coming out and all that good stuff. Jose is building a great squad, says Stephen Smart. Do I rate the Super Cup, says Guy Rukas? It's a European trophy and we're playing Real Madrid, so I want to win it, mate. It's that simple. Plenty of goals tonight for sure, says Stephen. We're playing Sampdoria, who aren't the greatest team in Italy. Sergio Romero used to play for them. But we're coming up against Sampdoria today, and in the final game, would like to win it. My man, says Zed Last Boss in the Denzel voice. Sorry, mate. I'm all over the place today. I need a little bit of a drink. 1 second. Getting on the Guinness after this, that's for sure. Police, says Upadia. There's no police. PT Snackback says I'm his dad. How old are you? Hi Adam, tuned in from Kenya, says Sly. Thank you for tuning in, mate. Someone asked for my top 5 centre mids of all time at Manchester United or world. It would be pretty biased with Manchester United players, even if it was world, but it does make a difference. If we don't win it, that would be a disaster. Wouldn't be a disaster, I guess, says Vegito. Should United send Martial on loan to Inter and do a swap deal for Perisic, says Anandat? You guys know my opinion on this one already, but if you don't, I don't think we should know. I think on his day, Martial's better than Perisic. I would like us to sign Perisic, but in addition to Martial, I don't want us to be letting Martial go. Mohammed says, what is the subs? My subscribers at the moment are 38,191, if that's what you mean. We are 1,809 away from the record, from the 40k mark that we've set ourselves for the beginning of the season. Owen's all the way from Gran Canaria. And Brad says, can we swipe Neymar from PSG? I think if United were interested in getting Neymar, then I think you would have already heard that talk already in the last couple of days. I think in the past there has been, interest from Manchester United. I think Ed Woodward will always be interested in bringing the likes of Neymar to the club. It'd be a lucrative signing. But I think United are runners of business as well a little bit more than Paris Saint-Germain. Paris Saint-Germain are probably more happy to splash the cash without much expected in return. Whereas Manchester United, we do buy players for big money. But I also think we would want it to make business sense as well. And I don't think spending £200 million on one player makes business sense. I don't think financially it makes business sense. And then you hear about the size of contract and the total deal coming to potentially around £400 million for them. If that's the case, that's crazy. Obviously crazy money, but I can see that putting Manchester United off going for him. And of course, Neymar has been in talks with Paris for a while now. So I wouldn't be surprised if United had gone in with a bit of interest, if they were knocked back because the deal was so far ahead with them. Would Martial or Rashford be my starting 11, says Mizan? Yeah, either of them or both. I would definitely play either of them every game. I think if we play a 2 or a 3 up top, or the one with 2 wide, I think, which is a 3 obviously, I think we have to play Martial or Rashford to inject that pace into it, or both. Callum says we have just signed Lee Catamol. Now, I obviously know that's bullshit. We've got around 330 people in the house at the moment. Thank you for joining us. We've got over 100 likes. Thank you for liking the video as well. If you haven't yet, then hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, then hit that subscribe button. Barca crying unfair financial advantage. Hypocrisy, says Marco. I've seen people saying, oh, I'm gutted that Neymar's leaving Barcelona for Paris Saint-Germain. That's sad, that's sad. But listen, fuck Barcelona. Why do you care about Barcelona so much? Because they play good football. Fuck them. They don't. Why do they have to have Messi, Neymar and Suarez? Fuck that shit. They're losing players. I'm happy. Alex, Guinness is in the fridge. I'm getting it for kickoff. Don't worry. Anyone from this team who'd get into the 0708 team, says John Cat. Pogba. Or Carrick, because he was in that team. It's a difficult one, That team was a very, very good team, though. Possibly, arguably, the best team ever to play for United. Obviously, I'm saying arguably because different people would have different opinions. It might not be my best ever team, but in terms of the quality and in terms of how many world-class players we had in that side, I think that would be really, really hard to beat in terms of a Manchester United 11. Shout out Umer, thank you for getting in the comments, mate. Fuck Barca, it's all about John O'Shea, says MUFC boys. Totally agree with you, mate. We all love John O'Shea. David De Gea. Why are few people saying De Gea? I don't understand. The game is starting, Madav. In 13 minutes time, the game will kick off. kicks off at 7:45. Neville, thank you for getting involved. Rowan says he's bare gas to see Matic playing in a United shirt. Hope he has a good day. Hope he settles well. And I hope he does well today. That's what we obviously need from all of our players. But it'd be nice to see Nemanja Matic settle down a little bit. Callum, who I think's in the stadium, says, we are singing John Terry, Adam. Viva John Terry. Viva John Terry. Could have won the cup. Muri's using Tinder to sign players, says Ulrich. The game starts in 15, says De Stefano. Yes, it does. 12 minutes time. The game will get underway. Come on, United, says Nermal. Messed up the name, though. Thanks, man. Sorry, Madav. I've obviously said it wrong again. I look like that guy who's on 24/7 Boost. What the fuck are you talking about, mate? Bloody hell, that's a bit below the belt, isn't it? I'm watching the game on MUTV, Zishan. If you haven't got a stream for the game yet and you've got an Android, you need to download Mobdro, don't you? I've already told you about this before. Download Mobdro. Do it, do it, do it. Subscribe, says Epic DHZZ. Would love a Pogba screamer today, says Jumcap. For you guys that are joining us late, this is the Adam McKola TV live preview stream for Manchester United versus Sampdoria in the Aviva Stadium out in Ireland. I'm sure today's game is going to probably be the best atmosphere of the tour so far. We're going to have a full house of Irish Reds, absolutely pissed out of their tree, I'm sure. There's been a lot of travelling Reds as well. And I'm expecting a great atmosphere in there today. I think a few of the games on the road this tour have been relatively quiet. I've had messages from people that have gone to games as well saying the atmosphere is a bit poor, it could be better. And of course, you can expect that at some pre-season games, but it's not happening today. It's not happening here. Not in Ireland, not in Dublin. It's just not happening. Not when Manchester United come to town. Daniel, thank you for getting involved. What's the app called for the phone? It's called MOBDRO. Go on the Google Chrome, download it, get it in. Allow unknown apps to be installed, and happy days. The team news for you guys that are joining us late. David De Gea, Lindelof, Smalling, Blind, Valencia, Darmian, Matic, Pereira, Pogba, Mkhitaryan and Romelu Lukaku. Looking forward to this. We get to see Nemanja Matic in the side with Paul Pogba and what kind of freedoms that will allow him to have in the team. We get to obviously see Andreas Pereira again, who I think has enjoyed an absolutely fantastic pre-season tour for Manchester United. He's played in a number of positions, number 6, number 8. He's played out wide as well when coming on late against, was it Real Madrid I think it was, or maybe Barcelona. But Andreas Pereira for me has been quality for us on this pre-season tour, and him starting today is another good step for him. I hope he has a great game today as well. And yeah, I believe he can be part of this squad going forward this season. He's shown out in Spain that he's got the quality to be able to play with the ball. He's got the confidence on the ball as well. And I truly believe he can settle in and do well for Manchester United. Thank you, United God, Sahil, Nirmal, Paul, for getting your comments in. Melodian, thank you. How you doing, Melodian? Bless up to you too. What formation are we playing, says Rowan. Now this one has been argued a little bit. Is it a 5-3-2? Is it a 4-3-3? To me, it looks like a 3-5-2 or a 5-3-2 with Lindelof, Smalling and Lindelof, Smalling and Darmian, I think, at centre half with Blind and Valencia as the wing backs. Of course, it could be Darmian at wing back and Blind at centre half as well. So that one remains to be seen. Thoughts on Aurier? I'm not too sure about Aurier. You know, obviously I think he's a very good right back. He's obviously got questionable off the pitch issues, and his problems are obviously there for everyone to be seen. His attitude can be questioned, but I think he's a very good player. Do I think we need to sign a right back? I don't think we need to sign a right back. If we're keeping Darmian, got Valencia, got Fosu Mensah, why do we need another right back? We don't. So I would stick with what we've got, to be totally honest with you. Pogba will be free to score, says Ume. I think the signing of Matic will be, obviously gives us great balance with Michael Carrick in the side, and getting older. He's not getting any younger, which is unfortunate. But with Michael Carrick obviously coming towards the end of his career, we needed someone to step in that central defensive midfield area. And now for Nemanja Matic to come along and do that, I think it's a great move for Manchester United. People talk about the price and this, that and the other. But I think if you were to put a realistic valuation on Nemanja Matic, you'd say around 30, 35 million pounds. So for the fact that Manchester United have paid 40 million pounds for him, I don't think it's that bad a bit of business. I think in terms of the player we're buying as well, you look at his experience in the Premier League, he's won 2 league titles. He's 29 years old, just turned 29 years old yesterday. So I think he's got a good few years in his legs, and that experience and that knowledge of the Premier League will be what Manchester United need, because we've got a lot of younger players. We've got a lot of inexperience, some great potential in the squad, but we need to bring in some experience, some sturdy heads around the side, maybe hold it all together when things aren't going our way. And someone like Matic able to play when we haven't got Michael Carrick in the team, I think that's a great move for United. And a midfield three of Matic, Herrera and Pogba, that has all the balance that you need. Nemanja, whoa. How do you guys feel about singing the Nemanja Vidic song for Matic? Is it right? Is it right? Not too sure. Guys, make sure you're hitting that like button and make sure you're hitting that subscribe button as well. We've just gone over 38,200, so we're now 1,799 away from the target that we've set ourselves. We're close to 200 likes as well, so make sure you're hitting that like button. Dab, no one's dabbing. Christopher Payne, no one is dabbing. Afiq's watching all the way in Malaysia and it's 2:30 a.m. there, mate. I was feeling your pain when we were watching the games earlier on in the pre-season. I was feeling your pain then. So I know exactly how you feel. But you guys have to do this all the way throughout the season. So hats off to you, man. Absolutely killing it. And people can say what they want about foreign fans and this, that, and the other, but you guys have to put some dedication in, so well done. What's wrong, Nigel? What's wrong? Drove says we shouldn't sing the Nemanja song for him because Vidic is a legend while Matic has just arrived. Callum, no one's dabbing. That will be all over the fucking Twitter and this, that, and the other in seconds, and I look like a right fucking bellend. I'm not dabbing. Not happening. Sorry, mate. Craig Vincent, how you doing? Shillian's off to watch the game. Enjoy, mate. I hope you really do enjoy the game. We got 5 minutes left till kickoff now. Umar says, am I going to be Macedonia for the Super Cup? My first game of the season that I will be in attendance of is the West Ham game. I've obviously renewed my season ticket again, but I didn't have any tickets for the pre-season games. And I found it difficult to get out to Macedonia. It was headache, so I just thought, you know what, fuck it. So I didn't head out there either. So West Ham's the first game for me of the season. Nigel, yes, sorry mate, I should have realised I asked you a question and you answered it. When will we win the Super Cup on Tuesday? Says EPL fanboy. Don't worry, we'll do a build-up show to the UEFA Super Cup final. Don't worry about that. Adam, what time is kickoff? Says at gaming. Kickoff is in 5 minutes. The players are in the tunnel. Manchester United against Sampdoria, the place where Sergio Romero spent 4 years before joining Manchester United. Declan says I look like a band anyway. Thanks, Declan. I needed that. Something bloody brother would say to me, that is. Thanks. Who's starting tonight? Says what's up. The starting 11 for you guys that have joined us late. David De Gea, Lindelof, Smalling, Blind, Valencia, Darmian, Matic, Pereira, Pogba, Mkhitaryan and Lukaku. So we've got front two, Mkhitaryan and Lukaku. Midfield three of Matic, Pereira and Pogba. Matic with his debut. Back five of what it looks like Valencia, Darmian, Blind, Lindelof and Smalling. David De Gea in goal. Mandy, thank you for getting involved as always. Mr. Jake Z, how are you doing? If we win the treble, I will dab bollock naked and YouTube it. Stephen Thompson says, you know what? If we win the treble this year of the Premier League, the Champions League and the FA Cup, I will dab for you naked. Like Steve will. We'll do it. I'll do it. Team news. You know the team news. Matic is making his first start as a Manchester United player. I didn't think we'd get him signed up. You know, this time last week when I was looking at it, I didn't think we'd get Nemanja Matic signed up in time for this pre-season game, to be totally honest with you. I know it's the last pre-season game, but it's nice to get, look, people will say we still need one more player, and Jose knows we still need one more player, But it's nice to have most of our business done with a week until the Premier League starts. It's nice to have that. So I am happy with that. Itoro says, what's the lineup? De Gea, Lindelof, Smalling, Blind, Valencia, Darmian, Matic, Pereira, Pogba, Mkhitaryan and Lukaku. Afik, thank you for commenting. Mandy Palandi's 12:12 a.m. where she is. Are there any TV channels showing the games this time? I believe it's on ESPN and on MUTV. And there is Nemanja Matic in the tunnel. And boy, does he suit red. Matic definitely suits red. I'm just chucking a Matchday Mac tweet out there for you guys that want to go retweet it. Feel free to go retweet it. What type of pizza do I prefer, says Collaggio? It depends how I feel. Sometimes I go for a nice, simple, plain margarita. Sometimes I'll feel a little bit experimental and I'll go with a doner kebab, jalapeno and pineapple. A go-to pizza for me would be chicken, jalapeno and veg. Maybe pineapple. It's all about pineapple on pizza. K Shield says, finally I got you live. Yes, K Shield. Finally you have joined us live here in Adam McKola TV. What an absolute legend. And all things football says, get McKola to 40k. Yes, if you don't know, the race to 40k is on. Can we hit 40k subs by the beginning of the Premier League campaign? We're probably going to come up a little bit short, but with your help, we can do it. Buffalo chicken pizza, says J Rock. Use that are making me hungry now. And Shahrukh says, if you say pineapple, ... I already did it, mate. I do apologise. Doner kebab pizza is heaven, says Sushant. Sushant knows. Stephen's off to watch the game. See you later, mate. And finally, let's give MUTV a round of applause. They have put it down as a 5-3-2 at last. They've got Darmian and Valencia as the wing-backs. Lindelof, Smalling, Blind as the centre-half. So the only position I was unsure of was that left wing-back position. And it looks like Darmian's occupying that role with Blind at left centre-half. Matic, Pereira and Pogba in the midfield three with Mkhitaryan and Lukaku. I'm liking the look of this team. Our width will come from Valencia and Darmian. But Matic will give Pereira and Pogba the protection to be able to go forward and hopefully create and score goals. Guys, you've all been absolute legends. We've got close over 200 likes now, so make sure you're hitting that like button if you haven't hit it yet. And make sure you're hitting that subscribe button if you haven't hit it yet. The team for Sampdoria is Pugioni in goals, Sala, Silvestre, Regini, Pavlovic, Linetti, Terea, Barreto, Prate, Caprari and Cagliarella. Cagliarella being the only player I recognise off their starting lineup. They're playing a 4-3-3, it looks like. And Manchester United are out now, ready to kick off in their final pre-season game of the summer. Kickoff is right upon us. Guys, I have been Adam McKola. You guys have been absolute legends. I'll be live immediately after full time over on Full Time Devils. And I'll be live on Adam McKola TV around 20 minutes after full time on Adam McKola TV. So make sure you're joining us then. I'm going to go enjoy the game. I've enjoyed your presence and your company. I hope you've enjoyed mine too. Anyway, I'm Adam McKola. I'm out of here.